the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza in GT4 Round 9 today. It's currently Nico Gavra on provisional pole, 4 tenths faster than Foster, almost 5 tenths, and he's coming to the line now. Joining me in the commentary box today is Evil Dragon XXL and Ash. Say hello.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is Gavra Racing, and here today, like Ventura did introduce, we have Ash. Say hello, Ash.
Hello everyone, my name is Ash Dawson. You may have heard me commentating last time out at Brno, which is a fantastic race there in the Czech Republic. Also I was here for Sonoma Raceway and Le Mans as well.
Yeah, it's a great calendar we got this season. 16 races, equal to the longest ever Gavra season. So we've got a lot of races still ahead, and the championship standings are looking really nice.
Well, then, like you said, we
There's
have
a car going off in the background. Was that Suki? It was Scald.
Well, yeah, he's been struggling recently. He's been consistently fast, but having, of course, internet troubles and disconnects, of course, due to the lead. Slight compatibility problem, two's that going on up there in the background. There's one
Nico.
The Aston Martin in the background. Yes, it is.
It's a Porsche.
Was a Porsche.
Nico, yeah, so it was Nico.
Spinning it through Lesmo 2 and hits the wall backwards then. Very heavy impact there. Lucky if we didn't get the most damage. But because there, Fossil was off the road as well a few moments ago there. He had just been overtaken by, of course, Suki there. Coming down towards famous Parabolica, not the one in the Hockenheim ring that says that, as off goes Nico
again.
Going round again, pirouetting that.
And into the
in
wall.
a straight line. No, never mind. He's in the wall.
Yeah, that's hefty damage now.
We'll have to, surely, I believe.
Oh, there's another car going off in the straight there. It's an Aston Martin. Was that Hokaka? No, it wasn't.
No,
it was...
not Hokaka.
Who was that? There's a car going straight there.
Boston up to third, by the way, in the meantime.
Yeah, Boston up to third. So really nice luck from him.
The Carter has gone off, by the way. He just went tripping through the gravel and the scarring. Got himself back out of it. So basically he's here today, Len, as everyone heads into that pit lane then for what will be, presumably, the last checks. Suzuki going on to grass, coming into the Rapidio, and also now into Southern Grande. Rising through, building that speed up in, of course, that KTM, building up to just over 135 miles an hour, chucking that car down to the brake, chucks it into the second chicane, clips the inside of that one, builds the speed up then, and it's a straight line here, down to the course, what is the Lesmos then, chuck it in around about 90-80 miles an hour, car tends to want to step out here, indeed it does do so, big caps there, keeps it just about. Now, coming into the second of the Lesmos, wants not to hit that inside curve, but upsets the car, doesn't do so. Now, down towards the old banking, of course, just above us, towards Ascari. There it is, the little tunnel there, indicating the banking above. Now for Ascari, of course, named after a work of Ascari. Of course, issues happen there. Through comes Suki. Easy peasy there, build the speed up, keep it flat on the exit. Does do so now. Next to Ascari, down towards the Parabolica, building that speed up then, and we'll get a very good indication of the speed of the car here. It's going up to 130, almost 140 miles an hour here. Of course, chucks is on the brake, 141, down into third, brings the car in, builds our speed straight back up. Those ones a little
Very
bit
low on
wide.
fuel.
Very low on fuel indeed. Comes alive. Is he going to improve? Doesn't look like we're sending the time to the line, but we'll find out as it crosses the line. Does he improve? The answer to that is going to be...
No. She was 5 tenths up in the middle sector at one point of her lap, but then she lost a lot of time.
Through Ascari.
Yeah. Yeah, also to the Lesmo corners, and of course the second round of video chicane, where she got a really big snap of oversteer.
Out on the circuit, by the way. We don't know which, but in due course, but he is currently on the circuit in course, that is, I believe,
And
Gap has a two-place grid penalty, so where we'll start.
two grid places for Gavra Novic. So we'll be really bummed because, of course, just like as it's Nico's home race actually, it's Gavra's home race, of course, so is Lita's home race. Are there any more Italian drivers in here? Maybe Aguilera, but I'm not quite sure.
Is Italian, of course,
But a big driver.
On the different nationalities. Boston comes in for a line. Is he on an improved lap? We'll find out as he blasts in across the line, 140 miles an hour. Killian through. No, he does not
7
stay.
seconds.
1.03 off the
I've
pace.
got your Italian drive here. Sarah Salita, Nico Zava, Boston Row, Pinsey, Carson and Gavra. Not Aguilera. Aguilera is Swift.
Ah, right.
So yeah, there's your Italian drive, gentlemen.
So Boston Row is also Italian then. So a lot of drivers having their home race today. So a lot of drivers wanting a really good result, and it's not looking really good for Gavra at the moment. At this moment he will start in last position because he is second to last, or last should I say, and he got a 2-place grid penalty for speeding in the pit lane, we presume.
Not very competitive lap time. They're running a lot more fuel, going for quite a long little stint here, I'd imagine. It's 25 litres in the car. Only the seconds came there, 9 seconds off the pace. Mind lap, we presume that he'll easily grab it up into the top 5. Top 5 all separated by 1.3 seconds. But front it is Nico and faster out of Boston. Carter in 4th. Everybody is in 5th from Playboy Joe, Carlston Skull, Aguilera and Suki, Gav, so Salita, who we believe is going to set lap in a few moments, and me, yes, you're not teasing, I am technically in this race, technically not. So Salita coming into the, Virgin Cane, into the Scaris Cane, a little bit wide there, good speed up, 90 miles an hour, keeping it flat through the exit of it. Very
He's got a really good. He's got a really good lap. He's almost 9 seconds faster. That means he might put it up into 3rd if he nails his last sector.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Very close to 2nd and 3rd then. Down onto the brakes then into the Parabolica. What can he do? Jumps in 1st gear. Bit of an up there. Won't affect him too much. Builds the speed up. Car wiggling around on the exit. That might cost him just over a tenth or two. Comes to the line. What can Turner Sleep do as he comes blasting up the line up to a 5th gear? Into almost 6th if he has one, but comes to the line and doesn't go upfield, goes only 9th.
So he lost a little heap of time to the last corner actually, because he was 8.9 seconds up at one point, but I'm pretty sure he will get a better lap in a moment.
I see what he can do, still 5.5 minutes left.
5.5 minutes left, Playboy crosses the line. What is he going to do? Is he on an approved lap? Currently in 6th, stays 6th at the current time.
15 thousandths slower, so almost identical to his fastest lap. Oh, it's getting blocked.
That is Carlston there, coming straight out the pit lane. And you have to say that was very...
bit uncalled for.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and Playboy was actually making a new lap actually. Going for a new lap, but Carson was just in the way there. He had to pull over there because he was coming out of the pit lane, so he would have given Playboy the space, but it can happen, of course. Playboy, well, he's only 52,000 slower, so it didn't compromise him that much actually.
Well, Carlos has gone off a little bit there into Ascari, kept it together again. Well, those Aston Martins look extremely volatile through there, extremely sideways. I've been watching them over the last few laps, and they are definitely very much not having the best day. Meanwhile, the Porsches there seem to be each other there. That will be Nico Zava and Gavra coming down to the Parabolica. Nico Zava looks to be improving. Faster now on 2 tenths between the pair of them. Boston has closed that now to 8 tenths. The field getting a bit closer. Nico through the last corner. Let's see. Slipstream off Gavra. See if he's going to improve. Two Porsches running in tandem here. Across the line with Nico improve. But Solis leader it was actually. Instead, is in second position now. And Nico does improve just a little bit there. But pushes up 2 tenths now.
And Nico
just ahead of faster.
Solis
on another lap.
So Lita jumped up to second. Like I said, he was really able to put it in a good lap. Only a little bit in front of Foster, so Foster doesn't need a lot of time to get back into the second position again, or even the first position if he gets a really good lap.
Will speed up through the last 2 corners then, jumps it down to 80 miles an hour. And let's see what he can do. BMW, it's a box on wheels, and is this box going to blast down straight and take second, even third? He's still got 3 minutes to go in qualification here in Volvo Nazionale del Monza. Comes across the line, does he improve? Does not do so.
Yeah, you got a lot more laps to go though. Maybe 3 laps to go, 2. 3 if he's lucky, so I would imagine him. And fuel-wise, he will be able to do 1 more lap, I do presume.
Car to come across the line, we believe. Then he's coming down towards Parabolic, or ahead, I believe, is either Agulator.
That's Agulator.
The last corner comes Boston. In his lime green Aston Martin. Build to speed. Where can he get that car? Is it improved time? We'll have a quick check. It looks like it's not too bad compared to the cars ahead. Does he get at least a little bit closer? Comes across the line, and it does not do so.
Agulator also no improvement.
About the other Aston Martin, comes across the line. Does he improve then? 2 minutes to go in qualification. I have just over 1.5 laps, or 1 lap to go.
Yeah, Okaka improves.
Okaka's up to 4th.
He'll have another lap if he wants it. Boston as well. Let's see who is currently out there.
Playboy
is not. Playboy. The last quarter. See what he can do.
He doesn't need a lot of time to get 6th position.
Under a tenth of a second. Can Playboy get that car onto the 4th, well, onto the 6th position? Comes to the line. Does he improve? The answer that is also no, he does not.
Really close.
He's got another lap. Yep.
If that number was in the green.
No, he's not.
Oh, maybe fuel-wise. I didn't check the fuel.
No,
but...
he had enough fuel. I saw he had loads. He had plenty of fuel on board to do another lap.
Well, he did put out the maximum, I think.
Pulling off the side of the road there as well.
Who?
Seems to have had a bit of an issue there.
Tuki, yeah.
Pulling off half the tunnel there. Don't exactly know what's happened to her. Agulator through the Star chain, and let's see what he can do. Building the speed up and, well, shooting up into the pit lane. Agulator sliding like always. A Mustang likes to go sideways with its massive block. I think it's a V8, I believe, in that thing.
It is 5 litre V8.
There you go, Agulator through the last corner. 150, one of the fastest cars in a straight line. One of the most stable rolls.
He has different cameras than us.
Agulator comes to the right and see what he can do.
Agulator quits his lap actually. Boston comes to the line, no improvement.
He has 1 more if he needs it. Okada, I believe he might be the last man to cross the line. Let's see, can he improve? James needs to find 4 attempts to get on pole. Comes across the line, doesn't find anything more. Not this lap. In the background there, I believe that might be Solis Salita. Yes, it is. He goes the line, doesn't get another lap in. Stays second.
So is Nico on a lap? Nico comes to the last corner. Is he on a lap? He is not. No, he's not on a lap. So who comes to the line now? Let's see. It's Karsten.
Karsten to the last corner. Builds the speed in his Aston Martin. Let's see what he can do. 8th position. Can he go to 7th or even 6th? He needs 6 tenths. Has he got those 6 tenths across the line? Will he find 6 tenths? No, he doesn't. Scold on a lap as well. Let's see. He's in 10th position right now. Not looking very good for the KTM buddies. And they're right struggling there. Scold all over the curve. He's going in the wall and has hit the wall. Ripping that front end off. Got on the curve on the Sky, and that was straight to the scene of the accident.
pretty insane, huh?
A bit too much curb on the exit, I presume. Boston is 1/10 slower. He needs to find 5 tenths. I don't think he has what it takes to get 4th position off of Okaka, but he will finish his lap either way, so we will see what he can do.
Carter also on his lap. Boston just hit the curb. He's gone off into the parabolica. Yes, he's gone and spun it. That is his lap over. Heads to the pit lane. We're all racing off Carter now. Let's see if he can improve or find anything. Through into the parabolica. Builds the speed down. He's got 0.7 litres of fuel. He's running it to the absolute limit now. Comes up the last corner and he is pumped into perfection and it's there. Doesn't head to the pit and instead, yes he does. But I mean,
So
Nico Zava, he's got pole from Solita, faster, Carter, Boston, Harry, Play, Carson, Joe, Skull, Suki, Morgata, and Gav will be down the back.
Yeah, he's 2 seconds almost off of Agulator. That's not really good pace. But either way, he got 2 great place penalties, so he may be able to get back up to the field fast. It is his home race, of course, just like many other drivers. So he will have that same hunger and he will have the same motivation to get a good result.
Indeed. Your home ride always one of the strongest you'll have in motorsport. Especially depending on the circuit, and of course, around Monza, you can't be any more Italian on the circuits. One of, if not the most famous of them all. Nico Zarvolo gets pole, it's an Italian one too, and that is extremely impressive for them.
Well, we're on the grid now. Everyone is still in, it does look like.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh no, there is not. There's a car
No,
having a... Oh, that's you. Oh, that's you. Ah, that's you. Well, Evil, I must say, you're going to space.
Ah, good. Well, what this has mean, though, this has mean Gavra is technically out of position right now, which is unfortunate for him, but he will have the inside line coming to Thomas. That might be a blessing and a curse disguised in one. In terms of fuel, I believe it'll be an easy 1-stop, maybe a 2-stop normally. 100 litres for most of the drivers, or near the 100 litres. Strategy rise, it's going to be difficult. Heavy cloud forecast ahead with a 2 mile/hour headwind coming on down the straight. The tap temperature being 80 Fahrenheit, the ambient temperature being 70. It's going to be extremely interesting. It's hot temperatures. Anything can happen here. Your top 2, Italy and Italy.
So everyone is running quite similar fuel loads, from 90 liters to 100. 56 for Karsten. I do think he will change that in his strategy soon, because 56 liters is not enough for 37 laps we have at this track for today's race.
Boston as well, 41 litres. All the drivers running very little fuel. This could be interesting, but don't forget a few may still change their fuel load. Well, what horrible day, though, for the KTM. Both 10th and 11th are shy of what their former glory was. And they have been both beaten by Joe Black. So Joe Black in, well, the 2 KTMs in a Mustang sandwich. And that is a very interesting sandwich indeed.
Yeah, Joe Black, good qualifying from him. We're getting ready for the start of the race.
Sinking will begin. 5 red lights. And here's like so away we go. Nico gets a good stop from Solo Solita, who gets a slightly bad start. Look at the background as one of the Aston Martins coming through already, and that's a brilliant start from part of that. But Nico heading into turn 1, everyone's going to get easily through. No, they're not. There's a punt to the back. There's a Janetta spinning off there, and that I believe is that Playboy going around. Yes, it installs carnage and shoes down the back. Playboy punted around in the beginning of turn number 1. What horrible luck for him, but up front, Nico and Solo Solita lead from Ricardo, faster on the press from one of the other Astons of that must be Harry then coming trying to make the move. But horrible luck there for Phase 1 Augusta involved, I believe, as Gavra's got back in the meantime. And there's more contact there, and that, I have to say, is Carlton diving down the inside. He's got contact, and look at this, bunching up what is Carlton doing there? He's almost just breaking in front of everyone here. He's letting them all through. What is he doing there? He's having an ultra run with Carl here. He's being a little bit wavy, but great start for the KPO 5th and 6th from 10th and 11th. What a good start from the pair of them.
Yeah, really kinetic start. A lot of incidents in the first corners. I think we also got a retirement, but I'm not quite sure.
The card is actually quite that is at the current time. But what card is going on here is showing down to the second chicane. There is Carlton looking for the inside like in the sprint race here, and going wide. I believe is that Suzuki going wide there.
Suzuki indeed.
Joe Black and Pouncer now in the background there. One of the other aftermarkets coming through. That must be Carlton trying to make a move. This could end up in tears if they're not careful here. And Carlton down there on Suzuki. Suzuki going to try around the outside. Doesn't do so.
Oh, Flayboy's lost it.
To the wall and off goes Flayboy as well in the background. Stimpy there in the background now. As Joe is under pressure from Harry as they come to the start line here to begin lap number 2. The gap on front is 5-10. And here goes Harry Budd up to the inside. Let's see if he can do it. Easy peasy then. Down the inside he might get scolded if he's not careful. Let's see in the background there. Boston Pro is to be careful with the chop the front end of the he's actually not enough there and actually touch the back of Joe Black. What card is going on here? It's like a sprint race. Just we've got a lot more laps to go.
The gap for the lead is now 6 tenths, so not too big. It is improving to 1 second almost, but it's going down to 6 tenths again. So it is fluctuating a little bit.
Going Black down the inside, by the way, in the second chicane of Harry Bernard. This might allow Carlton to come through here. Straight on the scratch. For 6th and 7th and 8th position. Harry is now right down the inside in the background. Super gone off into the gravel. Unfortunate for her as Carlton looking to try and make a move into the second lever here on that number 2. Bad effort for him though, but we'll just see. Carlton's been a little bit aggressive here. He was involved on that lap 1 incident there, getting all shots from. Now going side by side. Harry and Joe having a horrible straight line speed of that in the Mustang, but that's good brakes. He's going to try around the outside. Looking great to do so there. Gets the car top and says, don't try it here, Sunshine. Carlton might try to snap the position from Mustang as they come down towards the parabolic and out. Step 3 activated. He's right in the toe. Is Joe going to go defensive? Decides not to. Meaning Carlton's going to have to be the last of the late break, because you know Joe's pretty good on the brakes. Side by side down the inside goes Carlton. He's going to just open the door up ever so slightly there and squeeze Joe completely wide. Good move to him. Joe can't do anything there, but now Carlton might have a little.
He's getting close to the lead. Salder's lead is right behind Nikosava.
So very close up front. Meanwhile, as you say, already been the gap there. Far from third, then a 2-second gap. Then opens up the skull. 8 seconds here. It's now down the inside goes Boston Pro. Almost having a look there.
It's Carlton.
On Eric. And Carlton actually.
Where is Boston Row actually? Where is Boston Row? He is retired then.
Yeah,
we haven't seen what happened to him. He seemed to have a good start, but really interesting.
I think he was involved with the issue with everybody.
Playboy maybe. Playboy also made a pit stop, so
After coming straight to the field, by the way, you can now pull up to the back of faster, but now behind the 56, 7 and 8. What's done is going on that number 1 is Suzuki and Gavra having a bit of a battle out as well. Down the back, Augusto, who seems to have hit the wall there. Front end of his Mustang, torn off the last screen, right down the back, of course, on a very alternative strategy is Playboy. What a battle during here, and up front the gap is just 3 tenths of a second. I think this could be an opportunity to make a move in turn 1 if he keeps up this pace, Metro, don't you think?
I also do think so. What do you think, Ash?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's been quite a.
Oh, there's a car on the Sorry to say, there's called.
Playboy's gone, he's lagged. And now, like I said, Scold under serious pressure here. He made a mistake. Playboy's left the session absolutely living right now. Terry Rudder now takes him, and Marston after Skull on the curve made a big mistake. Meanwhile, up front, look at this. Nico Zava under serious pressure here, and going solo to Lita, so he's going to try to the outside. Let's see, can he do it? Lots of late breakers. Round the outside, Nico Zava getting the wrong names there. Nico Zava defends, so Lita can't do it around the outside there. And Nico just about retains the lead.
Now Carson also right behind Harry Buddha, and Skull and Joe also really close behind, and also Gavra is right behind Suki.
Time's going in here. We're only on lap number 4. Still got a long way to go with Suki she's just about holding off Gavra. Nothing he can do really after the mistake earlier on in the race, but she is doing the best that she can do with the skills she's given.
Yeah, the KTM of course not the best GT4 car. Joe and Scott made another mistake, it looks like.
Capitalize on there, down the inside did go, and they're still side by side trying to squeeze each other right there. They don't manage to do anything there. Scott just looking back there, he gets a good exit. Let's see if KTM got any straight line speed against the Mustang.
Yeah, he was too close to Joe at the exit, so that compromised his exit a lot.
Right, the top 3 closing up on each other here, but the cars just dropping back a little bit. Then there's the scrap of water scrap now it's opened up a little bit between the Aston Martin boys, Mustang, and Skull in his KTM.
Skull has lost it again. Ooh. That car's got oversteer problems. The same thing happened exactly at the same place. So that car's got oversteer problems.
Very interesting indeed. Lap 4 coming to lap 5, the official rundown as it currently stands. We've got Nico Zava from Solo Sleater, faster with Carter. Then we've got Harry ahead of Carston, Jones, Skull. Then we've got Suki, now open that gap to Gavin, we believe he's made a mistake there, right down the back. Duster out of this race, we've got Playboy, Boston Road, already.
A lot of retirements already. Of course we saw an incident at the first corner. I only saw Playboy going round and didn't see anyone else getting a lot of damage then.
Well, there was Marston got a hit up the rear there at the start as well, so he was completely sideways, just about to force it though, so I don't know if it's super effect now. I think that he was braking a little bit earlier and everyone bunting up. He's closing up a little bit more by the way, he's kind of leaving that gap now, so about over 5 tenths of a second there, is actually making a mistake. He does go. Because very well arguably quiet there, he's gone, made a mistake, and now the gap is just 5 tenths of a second, or 7, now it's 5, it's closing all the time, and it's kind of thing that sort of the one's getting under the skin, and just about trying to make a mistake, nibbling away at that gap ever so slightly, and more he does it, more mistakes he can try and put pressure. Nico Zava, and this is getting a little bit closer.
Ash, what do you think in terms of strategy? What do you think people will do in terms of tires? Because tire wear is not really a big point on this track, but still, do you think we will see different strategies here?
I'm not sure. I don't really think we'll see any sorts of the 2 leaders, Nico Zava and Sir Selena. I don't really see them stopping at all, unless Faster gets close to him and ends up overtaking them. Of course, if Faster pits, then then they certainly would stay out. But if Faster chooses not to pit, and Nico and Solo get close to him, then they may actually decide to pit if they realise they can't be fast. But for now, I'd say Nico and Solo will not be pitting.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of zero stops in this championship before, and also in GT3. So I do think people will go for a zero stop if they can. But if other people will be fast on newer tires, we might see an interesting strategy.
Yeah, we're really looking at the pace of Nico and Sleeper. Very much quick car through the corners, especially there. We're going to 3 tenths across the line now with 8 tenths, 9 tenths, dropping a little bit more. He's really struggling. Tons of getting the downforce in the car, but certainly not helping him, so he'll win for the rest of the video as they now currently are in the lead mode section. Back around fast, like I said, he's just keeping it there, 3/10 of a second behind them. Ricardo, again, Gap is evenly now, goes down 3 over a couple of seconds, then stays at 7/10 for a while until Nico either makes a mistake or something happens to him. Not coming down the hill, not much actually going on here. We've got Harry still ahead of Carlton here by over a few tenths of a second. Then with a little bit of gap to Joe. Suki, Skull currently in 8th and a 9th position here. They're dropping back in their KTMs. Gav in 10th in the off these issues. Of course, disaster. Well, contact earlier on, we believe, and he's gone off turn number 1 again. Having a horrible time today.
Yeah, I guess they're really struggling in the Mustang. We've seen this before in the season. And also Tsuki struggling. I think the KTM all in all has got a really big oversteer problem. But Solus Leader is getting closer to Nico, and Nico has to go defensive here.
He's going to be a little bit defensive, perhaps realising that he's closing all the time. He doesn't really want to go too defensive. He might allow him to slip around the outside, not the inside turn number 2. Does do that, and he wants to be careful to lock up either, does do so, that's compromises them, there needs to be an opportunity here for Nico, for Solus Leader. Nick has made a mistake, and now he's been pounced on. That was exactly what I was saying, and Solus Leader taking the initiative and has skipped one, coast the stack, sent it to Nadia, gone around the outside of turn number 2, and he's well and truly done himself Nadia there. Nick cannot do anything there, about to try and come back. We know he's a little bit quick through the corner. But what a colossal move there. You'll think of your race, Solus Leader pouncing on Nico, and has done it.
Yeah, Nico making a small mistake on the exit. Maybe a bit of oversteer, just like the KTM's had. Maybe a bit too early on the throttle. So.
These conditions faster in the background as well. You can just see dipping under the bridge. This is going to be now an interesting battle here. We know Nico has a better, well, he's definitely got a better setup. He seems a little more confident than Solus Leader, but that was the opportunistic move that he wanted to do, and he didn't do so. That could be the Ford in his back then. He's bringing this race. We're in the early stages still here. That's 7th with a long way to go. Official order right now. Solus Leader ahead of Nico Zaba, faster. Carter, Harry, Carlton, Joe, Skull and Suki. And down at the back there, Gav, and outside of the top 10. And Skulls again, he's
disconnected again.
And again, that's the 5th time this season he's done that now. Maybe in the 6th time. And this is turning into a terrible, a rotten season for the driver. And he has to simply find it, well, for the server connection here. He doesn't get much luck here.
Yeah, also in multi-class, he's got not a lot of luck. By the way, Carson got a penalty. How much, do I say? 1 second. That's for corner cutting.
By the way, Solus Leader is getting that gap not really open. Nico's keeping him on it here. The gap is 5 tenths. Look how it closes through some of the corners. Definitely seems a little more confident here, and now, well, every car is in the top 10 off the Skull disconnected, like I was about to say. He was running decent pace there in what was 8th, well, now he's Monza.
Yeah, KTM was struggling all the time actually, and also his internet was struggling again. We also see this in the club series a lot, and it's really tough to see because he's a really good driver. Could have got a bit of points for his team, but yeah, really shame. So,
very interesting stuff to hear there. Meanwhile, Solus Leader is now under pressure from Nico again. Gap is 5 tenths, it's closing all the time. This could be interesting between your top 2 here. Gap closes up a little bit, 5 tenths, got a bit closer than we know how good through the last of these slow corners. It's Solus Leader down the straight. Nico has got a little more straight line speed, it'll all be the difference. We'll have to find out in it too short if he is just close enough to try and make a move. He's going a little bit defensive, perhaps he knows do it. Best lap low for Nico. He did improve there. And you can see how he closes up. Watching these first two corners, how much he closes.
Yeah, on the brakes. But they're running the similar pace, I must say. The exact same pace, but Nico just can't get closer and get a good move. He has to wait for the mistake of Solocita. Otherwise you cannot go faster than him and overtake him. But he's got right behind him now.
Like you said, he is close, and let's see. We know he's good at the chicane bench, don't we?
Well, he was right behind him, so he had to follow his braking point as well. So that cost him a bit of time.
Yeah, we'll go to ask right now, what have you seen so far in this race?
Well, from what I've seen, it's just been a great battle between the two Porsches in front. You know, the Porsches of Solocita and Nico Gavra, and of course Solocita doing well there to take the lead off Nico. Faster overall 4 just hasn't really got the pace to match challenge them. I mean, I know he's only 3 seconds behind, and Hokaka a third of 3 seconds behind faster as well, but they just don't seem to be able to get anywhere near the two Porsches. And now it looks like Solocita's pulling out a little bit of a gap to Nico Gavra. So it's going to be interesting to see what it goes. Although Solocita just went a little bit wild on the exit of Scari there, so it's all far from over yet.
Yes, indeed. So far from over. I do think faster. Maybe he's conserving tires. Of course, Nico and Solocita are now burning tires, trying to battle each other and trying to overtake each other. And Foster can just sit behind and relax. And maybe at the end of the race, he has the better pace.
Well, looking in the fuel terms, Nico has exactly just under 10 litres of less fuel, and Solocita, so that is definitely going to be helping the Italian driver of Nico. Just about to try to close up a little bit more, slightly more faster, but it's really got, I believe, 22 and a bit laps to go, have we not, Metro?
More, I think, 27.
Go then, and Solo and Nico leads 1 and 2 as it currently stands though. Only 10 drivers in this race. We've got Scott, we've got Boston, we've lost as well. Playboy. And we've got a big mistake though. Solo speeds that gap now 3 tenths per second. Like I said,
every little mistake. Every little mistake is going to be punished really hard, and Nico is looking right at the back of him. If you get a good exit here, he might have a look into a story, but really audacious from him.
Audacious, and let's see, it's only 3 tenths. I think he's a little bit too far back to make him move down this way. This far back coming towards turn number 1, maybe he can try and make it pop. He is closing, 3 tenths, just going under now. Closing, but now we realise this mistake is that for some reason Solocita just seems to be opening up all the time. Look at the gap. 3 tenths now, it opens a little bit more, but this lap though, it's slightly different. He's got the toe, he's got the slipstream, and he's keeping him within his sights. He needs that gap to be 2 tenths. Coming out of this corner, he really needs to go late on the brake, so he's just trying to close up as much as he can. He hasn't tried to do that, but now the dirty air affecting on the exit. He has to slipstream. I think we could have a change to the lead here.
I think he is too far back at this moment, but of course with the slipstream he might catch up a little bit. I do think Nico Gavra has got more downforce than Solo, because Solo had a big advantage over him on the straights when he was behind him. But on the inside now,
there, can't do it into the first corner. Man is actually in the background, in the foreground. We say that they're coming to that mix with add drama. They are coming up to that cars of Storm. Aguilera Gavra Racing right now. So this will be interesting now, but that really was not the thing we want to do. He's dropped now 8 tenths. He's dropped all the way back. All that time he's gone up over the last 2 laps. All for nothing now. Just drop the gap. Remember, these 2 are catching Aguilera. And that car will not be the back here in the last few races. This could be very interesting indeed.
Also faster. I do think Foster's also catched up a bit.
Second gear, he is catching a little bit there. He's got a little bit more fuel than these guys. 57 and 66 equally there for them, and Foster's got 70. little bit more fuel, only by a little bit, but that could be all the difference between a life or death situation here. When it comes to the end of the race and the fuel load, when they all lower down, they may just perhaps may have to stop once in the circuit with these 2 leaders. Catching up the regulators. Let's see if we're getting out of the way.
Nico's made a mistake.
And in comes Suki.
Nico's made a really bad mistake, and now he's falling right into the clutch so fast if he's not careful. And the regulator going well out of the way. Good to see.
Get the car off the frozen tire, but that was a critical mistake. Hooked on the curb. It's very easy to do it. The grip curve on the day always tend to bring out the maximum of the frozen tire. The emission really effective here. Look out faster. Let's see. I don't know if he's bold enough to try and make a move here, but he is closing all the time. I don't know how good this BMW is down into turn number 1, but he is closing all the time. Let's see if he's going to try and make a little pop. No, he doesn't. Look how far in the braking zone Nico is. Absolutely blasts the braking zone. He's at least braking. You can see the brake marker counts. One brake there. Almost Daniel Ricciardo actually braking there. Braking so much later. One of the later brakers. Ricciardo passes now. Well, past the spot that he dropped off the face of the earth. He's getting caught by Joe a little bit. Then there's a big gap. Like Gavra Racing and Suki.
Yeah, Suki just got lapped by Carsten, I do presume. Yes, she did.
Battle for a second, just got a little bit more time. That's seriously affecting the drivers today.
But of course, also Nico has pulled a gap to Foster again. So is Foster trying to conserve his tires, or doesn't he have the pace to go with his Porsches?
No, BMW won the back. It was dropping time originally. Perhaps not. He's a little more of a heavy-duty strategy.
He's...
Temperature in Yamaha terms is still up in the 70s and 80s as well. So it's extremely hot temperatures here, and this will definitely be the reason why the likes of KTM struggle here. Higher temperatures, sides struggling and going up cliffs.
Those are in Fahrenheit, of course. those numbers are in Fahrenheit, of course, because if it was in Celsius, oh boy, you would see a lot of issues. Gavra Racing goes into the pits. They are fine for me as well, for once.
Hey, good day there. Closing up a little bit, goes faster here. The gap is closing between your top 3 now. Because Foster is kind of pushing Nico into the back, so Nico ever so slightly back because of this battle. Will definitely, perhaps, if they allow too much, allow them to pace and catch something through, as soon as you get ahead of Gavra as well.
Yeah. Ash, I don't know if you know a lot about GT4 cars, but it is true the Porsches are really good on the braking compared to the BMW, aren't they?
Yes, the Porsches are much better at the braking because those Porsche Caymans are mid-engine cars, whereas the BMW is a front-engine car, and therefore with all that weight from the engine at the front of the car, the handling of the BMW, of course, is much more compromised, more understeer. Also, in the braking, it takes more to brake the car. It takes more for the car to come to a stop. Because with the Porsche, as it's mid-engine, it's got better weight distribution and therefore more balanced, and it takes a little less effort to the car.
Yes, indeed, and you can just also see when Foster takes a turn, it's in a really different way. I mean, you can see a little bit more wobbling on the braking, and when you turn in, the car looks a little bit more unstable. But on the straights, normally you would say the BMW has the edge, but now the Porsche also has the edge on the straights. So really interesting. The BMW not performing that well, but Foster is staying behind them and not dropping back.
Yeah, the BMW hoping to close in towards the Porsche now. He's getting much closer to Nico's arm than he was earlier, and we've done about a third of this race now. So yes, of course, as you mentioned, Faster L4 holding back, saving his tyres and saving fuel, I think, as well. So he's got more fuel to burn at the end, but Don't really see pitting tyres. I made pitting tyres last time out in Brno. I was able to catch up.
Nico
goes off slightly at turn 1. And this gives faster L4 to get past. And running alongside each other now coming from Gavra Grande. Of course, a little bit sluggish on the exits there. These GT4 cars will just about get away. And yet that's past A14, taking advantage of Nico Zal's mistake. And so far up to second place, but we've just got to see here as he comes towards second chicane. Is Nico Zala going to be able to catch him under braking? No, he's not. Past L14 shuts the door. Runs slightly wide though, just like Nico did at turn 1, but seems to block the track as far as L14. Now coming up towards the Lesmo, is Nico Zala going to retaliate? I think he is. He's got the inside line there going into Lesmo 1. And yeah, he's now took back second place for faster L4.
So yeah, like we said earlier, faster in the BMW, a little bit less good on the braking, and you could really see that going into the chicane. He open shot, he wants to outbrake the Porsches, but outbraking the Porsches in the BMW is really hard to do, as you saw there.
Yeah, he is getting a bit closer now actually. Between these two, you know, faster L4 will pick it up. I think faster L4 has actually turned up his engine power. He's starting now to burn that rubber because not only is he battling Nico Zala, but you can also see in the distance. Look at Starless leads there, pulling away, a gap of now 5.4 seconds. And yeah, I think it's crucial for him now that he passes Nico Zala, because the championship battle really is hotting up between Starless leads and Nico Zala. Only 12 points between them going into this race, so yeah.
Who's faster?
Got to score as many points as possible.
Who is in front of who won the championship?
Oh yeah, sorry, Faster L4 is leading with 154 points and Solus Leads behind on 142.
So it's quite a big gap, so if it stays how it is, Faster's lead will shrink. And Solus Leads and Nico Zala will both get together closer, so the championship will close right up if it finishes this way.
Yeah, these moment is definitely getting closer. There will only be 2 points between them if it ended like this. So yeah.
Suzuki now right behind Aguilera.
So here, this battle here for 8th place.
Really on the race.
Suzuki. Just about does it. Well done.
Yeah, good one from Suzuki. Aguilera really bad on the braking, it looks like. Letting Joe past. Joe in 7th, by the way, not bad. And Gavra, not really having a good day. The guys at the front are doing 2 minutes 1, 2 minutes, and he's doing 2 minutes 4. And Boston Road left the session officially, so he was on retirement. He has left the session, so unfortunately no points finishing position for the second lime green Aston Martin.
Good up front, isn't it, for Solus Lita, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think you've missed Faster and Nico had a small battle. They were switching positions a lot. So Faster now right.
And that's a mistake again. And he's gone wide. This has allowed him to come through again. Just instead of having battles, now they're side by side for another time. Here we go again then. Faster, look how fast he's got that. The watch out for Nico. He doesn't cover that car. If he wants to try and just squeeze in front, he does do so. Is Nico close enough to try and make time? No, I think has he been
Faster has overshot the corner.
Yes, he has.
So Nico goes fast again. You can really see, like Ash told us before, the BMW having problems with the brakes compared to the Porsche. That is really not helping him on this track.
Clearly there, in second for a brief moment, and now he's down to third again.
It is the first time this happened actually. It happened before, he overshot the corner and gave back the position to Nico. So we have seen a repeat all the time, Nico making a small mistake. Faster capitalizing really well, but making a mistake in the next corner. So what he has to do is, Nico made a mistake again. So tires maybe, concentration problems, you don't know.
Nico's got 41 compared to 56 and front 54 in your leader, by the way. 5 seconds it is right now, almost 6 seconds. But the battle between the two German manufacturers is pretty behind, and they're running into a bit of a scrap here for primacy of the Germans.
Yeah, a lot of German cars, the whole top 3 German cars. And then we've got 2 British cars of Aston Martin.
No real mistake this time, but the gap is still closing. Downforce low on the BMW seems a little bit more higher than that of the Ford.
Yeah, a lot more high actually, because normally the BMW should have a lot more straight on speed. But I think faster is coming all of the things on the corner. Because I think under braking is really difficult. That's why you put a lot of downforce on it. You can just see the car wiggling on the brakes, and you don't see that with the Porsches that often.
Yeah, by the way, the battle down the back, so we'll have been activated and of course Gavra as well. So both of those cars. Suzuki's actually seriously got slipstream here, if I may say, on the back of Joey. Close to the time this year, victory. Is close enough to try and make a move? I don't think so. Now comes the power of that Mustang, building the speed there. It's almost 10 miles an hour.
She is lapped by Joe, so she's going to lap herself.
Ah, actually, yes, that is a good point. That, I didn't realise that there. I didn't realise it. They are battling technically for position, but a lap down. Compared to each other. That is very interesting stuff indeed, as you mentioned. Yes, Gab and Accolade all are back in position. The Gab's going off in turn number 1, cuts the corner there, and that, well, as commentators discussed, that's for battling, maybe not.
Yeah, Aguilera and Gavra really struggling.
Oh, passes off into the wall. He's dropped it onto the entrance of the scar. He's hit the wall. And that car has lost the front. Now, who's next car to come through? Here he comes. Is Carson close enough? No, he's not. But Carson hitting the wall there. I caught it entirely. Dropped it on the curb. Trying to be a bit greedy. It paid back. Curved bit him like a vicious attack dog. And off he went, spearing off like a greyhound, straight to the scene of the accident.
Yeah, that is heavy damage for him. That's gonna cost him in the championship so much. And wow, that's huge for the championship, because what happens now in the championship actually?
And now Gab's off into the wall as well. He spun it on the exit of Lesmo 2.
Oh yeah, indeed.
And if he hit anything, no he hasn't. He's just about avoided it. Very close indeed, and now in comes Master, and that is surely the battle he wanted to do. That race almost but certainly over, or almost runs him. He has run his mechanics over, and it's not gone well for him.
Yeah, we are not even halfway to the race, and Foster's battle was the only battle we've seen, so we might already see the final results here if something crazy happens. But I say that too early, because Nico Zava is catching up to Solis-Lita again.
Like you say though, it is now Force, Aston. Then we've got the Mustang, then we've got Faster in the BMW, then we've got the lone KTM, Agulator and Gap, I believe still keeping on the island. It's about 13 litres of Agulator. Will have to come in a few laps time, unless he is going to try and run out of the but up front, like you say, so to speak, to lead from Nico Zava. The gap is 5.2, so it's opening up instead of closing down. The gap very Carter, and then Harry to there. Behind that is Carlton after his entourages during this race, and yeah, him showing who's ahead faster, who's on circuit right now. What we're seeing on the screen would be Joe and Suki, if not Suki being over a lap down, trying to unlap herself here, and that might indicate actually a little bit quicker currently.
Yeah, the KTM is faster than the Mustang normally, but Suki just like Scalp did before he disconnected. A lot of oversteering issues.
Very gap below I can noticing, it seems like we noticed earlier on, it closes into turn 1 by quite a lot, opens up dramatically into turn 2 of the brake. It's very closes a lot on the brakes, opens up in the straight. And stuff, lap 1937 over on the lead. That go as possible back there.
Cars in for the pits for tires. No, for fuel actually, 6.1 liters.
Yeah, he also has gone through his pit through on my screen. That's not going on there. A bit of a graphical glitch there. Meanwhile, Joe now 5th position here. He'll be going a lot longer than the straight tracks. Putting together the race. Big mistake going off into the wall, and that colossally is faster.
Faster again? Oh dear.
Wow, it's all got pear shaped there for the BMW, isn't it?
That's going to be straight to pit then again. That is race over shortly there for the championship. Well, the championship challenge for this race at least. We're right down into the pit lane, out of the race. Almost certainly there. And that again, want to be careful, is now he goes and actually parks in the opposition's pit group.
So, Faster has made 2 mistakes in the span of not very long time. So, what does this do in terms of the championship, Ash?
Well, what's it do for the championship, you may ask? Well, Faster is currently in 7th place. 7th place, it's only 6 points. You get 25 for the win. So, yeah, quite a big difference there. But with that, there'll be a difference after this race of 7 points in the favour of Stella Salita. Stella Salita, of course, being the championship leader as it stands.
So, Faster will drop right back.
Yeah, Faster's dropping right down. In fact, almost a lap down now, I believe. Yes, just over a lap down. So that is gone fast was, and that is colossal. It is a championship now. He's really and well and truly been put under pressure.
I don't blame him for the second mistake. I mean, you just lose a lot of concentration after such a mistake, and he can try to get in front of Carson again, but...
No. Adelaide hasn't put any fuel.
Has he? Yeah, he has pitted. He has 8.5 left. He's not going to finish the race on that. Oh, he's going on the grass.
He doesn't even go to that. What is he doing?
I don't think he's pitted yet.
Like bucket, that's what.
Exactly what's happened there. Little refrain for Matt Langridge there, but Adelaide, I think maybe something's gone wrong there. He's going to come in again. Yes,
Did he?
yes.
Ooh. Did he pit before that? I didn't see him pitting. So is he gonna? So Gavra takes 9th position off of him. Is he gonna put fuel in? Oh, his windscreen wipers are wrong. He's expecting rain.
He's put a little bit of fuel in. I don't know how much he's putting
15.
in. 20
Oh, yeah, it's filling. It's filling. So 30, 32. He might be able to make that. I don't think he will. It's a big group of cars at the Parabolica, I must say. Nico Gavra has lapped Karsten and Nico Gavra in. So, we will have pit stops in this race. Solus Lead is going further and he's trying to do the overcut maybe. He's going to try to put a really good lap in. Or he's going to try to do a 0 stop. If he does a 0 stop, it will not be in the favor of Nico here.
Indeed, but you never know though. Somebody might go off the cliff. There's a great contact in the pit lane there between Nico and Agalator. They've rejoined now with a full fuel and he'll be definitely going to the end now. Faster on that himself though from Eco, but that is still a lap down nonetheless. So this is one a disastrous race for him. He's in 7th, the nearest car is Carlson, and I can only imagine that surely he'll catch up.
Yeah, 9, that's about 18 seconds is the gap. So we might be able to catch Karsten. We don't know yet. He might be able to. He's 2 corners ahead.
Very interesting stuff to see. As out comes Nico, and what this means now is Joe is in 4th position right now as it stands. That's very good for him. Up front now is so to speak getting stopped. Is he going to pit this lap in well in a reaction, a split reaction? Maybe that is going to cause find out in a few moments' time he's going
they have been battling. They have been battling in the early stages of the race. So you would imagine that the tires are maybe have taken a beating. So he might be able to, he might have to stop, but he might also be able to run the whole race with his tires he got, because he's really good on the tires, and we know that. And he's staying out for the time being.
I don't even think he's going to bother pitting, to be honest with you. I don't think he needs to. He don't really need to.
Yeah, it all depends on how good the tires are, aren't they?
I reckon the tyres and the fuel will be fine towards the end. I mean, he could go and lean the fuel mix for a little bit if he wants, just to make sure, because of course lean fuel mix, you're using less fuel and you're using less power on the exit corners, so therefore that puts less stress onto the rear tyres on this car. So yeah.
And the pit stop takes so long. Yeah, the pit stop takes so long on this track. 1 minute actually, because Nico Gavra is 1 minute behind.
Carter coming to lap 1, or I believe that might be Carlton who's coming to lap here, and now literally in mistake. Is Carlton going to realise the car behind is battling and get out of the way? I think he is actually battling. Yeah, not got out of the way on the first opportunity here, so Carlton might give you feedback penalties, but
yes, I think it does. I think it does, yes.
Yeah, of course, get out of the way and surely down the straight, actually might get a penalty, not careful. Line though, he does not want to back up, does he?
Well, he doesn't have to yet, the gap is still quite relevant there. So, he can let him pass, but also, of course, Carsten is doing his own race.
It's starting him faster. Let's see, he gets out of the way now, he does.
Yeah, and he didn't have to really. Yeah, he didn't really have to go out of the way earlier. He actually was helping Okaka slightly by giving him some slipstream.
It's good to see there. Next car behind, there he is. Faster, who's just coming through Scurry. The gap, he's gone up a little bit on his best lap time, so he's going purple. Closely stays out for the time being, and Carter's 11 seconds. To figure out the gap between Nico and 1 minute 6. The tyres, I don't know how long it will be. We'll have to keep an eye out on his lap time. We can actually get a look at the lap time difference.
Solis Lita is lapping 57.2, and Nico's last lap was a 2 minutes 3.
Yeah, but that believe might have been his outlap.
Yeah, laps take a really long time around this track. Tend to forget that.
Especially, of course, in these slower GT4 cars compared to the a lot more sleeker GT3s, and of course the LMP3s like GTE cars, which are incredibly fast, and that will be an entertaining race on Friday.
Yeah, GT3 the same time on first day, and the Club Series also on Friday. What are your predictions for that? Do you think Scott can bounce back? Because of course, also in the multi-class he's got a lot of bad luck.
Well, I don't want to say it, but maybe enough for connection to this next one race. Normally does the second, normally he'll take the lead there, and of course, we know how many issues he's had this season. Can't be that question.
So that's the lead to move well. His lead's over 10 seconds on Hokaka. Hokaka there should be screened now. Martin. Hokaka has had to make his way through traffic, but he's done that now, so Hokaka with clear track in front there, just as Celestita going out of shot. It's going to be the time for the Aston Martin to really push on. Hokaka's got more fuel on board the Aston than Celestita's quarter in front. So yeah, the Aston Martin lighter car can absolutely fly.
Looking here, look at Carter, he's actually catching a little bit now. Slightly he's catching so sleepy. The gap now between Pepsi or if everyone picks right now, 1 minute 6 still as Nico comes up lap Suzuki, gap in the pit lane again. Gets well out of the way obviously here down the straight. Speed between the Sleek KTM and that Porsche. Like to Blaze, goes Porsche and getting out of the way as well too. Getting out of the way perfectly there.
to letting Nico pass really nicely there.
In all fairness though, Nico has actually not been gaining time on Salita throughout this whole time. I mean, on the last lap he's gained about a second, which is pretty impressive, but the gap has only stayed about, you know, around 1 minute 4 seconds to 1 minute 6 seconds since the pit stop, so it's coming down a little bit further now, but yeah, it's not much difference really in terms of the timings and the lap times between Nico and Solo, so I think Salita's done the right thing in staying out.
Regulator comes in again actually, that's his first pit stop. And his windscreen wipers are still on.
It's,
oh, he's missed his pit crew.
Oh dear. There he is.
Well, that is one thing. But surely there's a penalty there. He reversed in the pit lane. That surely is a slam dunk. You cannot do that.
Well, we know what happened to Nigel Mansell before.
Surely you'll have to, surely a penalty you have to not reverse in the pit lane. That is...
Well, what do you have to do? What do you have to do then? You overshoot it and you just, yeah, lose a lot of time?
You're gonna have to, I suppose.
It's not about official rules. I think in real life it will be that the mechanics can push the car back. I'm pretty sure they can. But I think at least in the championship here there are no rules against that, so you might get away with it. But just take over to embrace Joe Black. He is in 4th position at the moment in the Mustang, really doing a good job.
Indeed, he is doing a beautiful job in that Mustang. We know how much the car has been struggling this season. We know Joe's not had the best of luck in it. We've clearly seen that with his teammate, the struggles he's had so far. He's hit 3 times now. He's not having much fun down the back. He's coming to get that again there. In comes Gav again as well. So Gav, another one, is having a horrible time. I think he hit the wall actually. But that looks like he's got damage.
Yeah, Gavra. I was counting him before on the beginning of the race. I was giving him some compliments and like, you can do it. But it's not really working out for him at this moment. 9th position, still in the points though, but 5 minutes behind on Salita.
Horrible way to have your Italian Grand Prix for your one of them. But meanwhile, Salita, the other Italian, up front and is, well, mostly dominating the race currently, 9 seconds, but amazing lap of pits.
Kaka has been gaining a little bit of time on Salita in the last couple of laps, so it's worth watching that. You know, watching the time on screen there coming down, then certainly being floated back towards the end. We've seen.
Ooh, Agulator has to watch out there.
For Kaka. Yeah, Agulator there, just getting in the way slightly for Kaka. I'm sure Kaka will not be so happy with that, but it didn't take him too long to get past, although he did lose a few tenths of a second. But Kaka, we saw him last time out in Brno, having a race, doing really well, showing his true pace, so we know how Kaka can race well.
Yeah, he actually
he's got a good chance here to prove it now.
Yeah, he's in 2nd place at the moment. Last week we made a really huge mistake. We had a lot of glitched cars and we didn't really know who was in the lead, and we totally missed the fact that Hokaka won last race. So we want to recognize ourselves. Foster didn't win, and oh dear, Evil Dragon is disconnected. And also from the party, so that leaves us with 2 commentators now. Really unfortunate to lose him. But like I was about to say, Hokaka won last week in Brno in front of Foster. Right. So we all thought Foster won.
Foster won last time, but
yeah, we all did. But the timings were glitched, and it was showing Hokaka in last. We were trying to keep an eye on where he was, but outside of the knowledge, he was actually in 1st position. So congratulations, Hokaka, on winning previous race.
Just tell me, and of course all our viewers watching here, how you found out that it was actually Hokaka that won. Was Hokaka claiming that he had won?
No, I saw the official standings from Gavra, and on the side as well, so Hokaka actually won.
Alright, well, very good then, yeah. And Hokaka still around 9 seconds off, so Salita actually lost a bit of time now on this lap, so yeah, it's constantly changing the timing screen between these two, as you just see here. So I see it on the screen, I'll crack her in the background. Yeah, it's so the race isn't over just yet. Okaka has got plenty of time to catch up. He's got maybe 10 laps after this one. He can really go for it.
Okaka had more time to get on the tires a bit, to not light up the tires too much. He didn't really have a lot of battles in the race, so I do think he has a bit more tire. And in terms of fuel, Solis has 17 liters. Will he make that? I don't think he will.
I think he might, just about. I mean, if he puts his fuel flow into lean fuel mix, which he hasn't done now, but if he does, that will help.
No, he will not make it.
To do that, I wonder.
I'm saying it now. He will not make it. I think about 3 liters per lap is on average, and he's got 10 laps to go.
Ah, well, you'd think about 30 then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and that's what Okaka has, 35.
Okaka has got, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
normally.
Okaka has a certainty to make it then, but Solo, I'm not sure.
At least in GT3, around, depending on the track, it's 2.5 to 3 liters per lap.
Right, okay.
So 2.5, 3 liters, so I think about 3 liters because it's a really long track for GT4 cars. Yeah, he's already down to 16, he will not make it. So Solis has to pit, and if Okaka doesn't, that means Okaka is in a really good position for the win again. And also Hiker. I mean Harry, sorry.
Look at the timings as well actually. When Solis does pit, it's going to be close between himself and Nick Azava. Of course, Nick Azava won't be aware of how low fuel Solo is. So Nick Azava now, he can't hear us, he doesn't know the Solis, but Nick Azava now has to push as hard as he can. He's got nothing close to in front, and he's got Joe Black about 5 seconds up the road. Apart from that, yeah, I think Nick Azava now has got to really push hard to get close enough to get ahead of him by the time Solis hits.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say one pit stop takes about 1 minute on average. So I think.
That, yeah.
So I think Nico might car behind Solis a bit, but if he can push and win 3 seconds on him, he might be able to actually jump him.
Yeah, certainly might indeed. It's going to be interesting to see that then. What lap Solis hits, you may wonder. Will he hit now, or will he do it closer towards the end? I think he should do it now, so he can have his tyres up to temperature by the time he gets to the end, rather than just doing the last 2-3 laps, or even just one last lap on tyres.
This is a really tough situation. In a situation like this, what I would do, I would know my race is lost. I mean, I have to pit for fuel. Yeah, Joe's pitting actually also. Yeah, also 14.6, so he's also not gonna make it.
Yeah, I think Solis should pit now, I reckon. There, the Mustang just in the pits now, getting its fuel topped up, ready to get to the end of its race. And also some new tyres as well fitted there.
Yeah.
We've got to 5th place at the moment. So it's 6th place, I think. There's fastest coming around the final corner.
Carson is quite far behind,
sorry, not faster. I meant Carsten. Sorry, Carsten. Just coming up to him.
Solis is in the pits.
Here we go, Solis pitted. So where will he be in relation to Nick Azava? Nick Azava, actually, if you look, hang on, Solo lost loads of time on that last lap. I think he might have made a mistake somewhere. He lost a huge amount of time. So he made a mistake somewhere out there and thought, right, now's the time to pit. Nick Azava is just there, going under the bridge, which has the old banky corner, and now coming through Scarring.
You can see he's pushing. He's really pushing on this.
Yeah, he really is now. Yeah, I think he's aware now that Solis leads in the pits. In fact, no, he's not. He's out now, I think.
So it's out now.
Yeah, he is.
A really short pit stop, no tyres.
From what you said about a stop taking a minute, I don't think he bothered with any tyres, and of course he didn't need to take on too much fuel, so therefore the stop wouldn't be as long.
Yeah, so you got 26 seconds before Gavra. Normally, I saw a few pit stops which were 1 minute long, but this one was really short, so only a bit of fuel.
Yeah.
He's dropped right back to 3rd position, and Okaka now leads.
Okaka does lead indeed, 7.2 seconds from Mary Buddha, so it's Aston Martin 1-2 so far here at Monza. And it'll be interesting to see where those two are when we get to the finish line. Quite a bit of a gap between them at the moment, so yes, looking likely it's going to be Okaka, but still with another 7 laps to go after this one. You never know.
Yeah, you also never know. And Harry Buddha, 8 seconds now behind Okaka. So
2 laps cars as well between them there. If you look, we've got the Mustang of Joe Black and then the Green Aston Martin of Carston. So this traffic also needs to be cleared for everyone.
yeah, normally it wouldn't be a big issue. You know, Carson is quite good on letting people through, especially fellow Aston Martin drivers. So we've got 7 laps to go in this race. Doesn't sound like that much, but around this track it is around 2 minutes. So we've got about 15 minutes left in the race.
Sorry, I'm just very tired right now.
Well, you're not the only one. I went to bed really late yesterday, so I'm also really tired and I have to be quiet now either way for my mum. So we'll try to get a bit more entertainment in. We've got still 7 laps to go, the race is not over yet.
Yeah, it's been quite late last night as well. Worst thing for me is I'm up early tomorrow morning, so I've got to go to work.
Tough life.
Yeah, tough life. Still, not a tough race for Okaka right now. He's done all he needed to do. Very well.
Well, you say that, but concerning the tyres is really hard. That's the problem I have. I have really big problems with tyre wear normally. I normally have to make at least 1 pit stop during the race because of the tyres. And it's just managing the tyres is something you really need to learn.
Yeah, but of course, in terms of position, it doesn't appear to be so. It appears to be very close with them, you know. So Kaka's got plenty of time to lose, whilst you know, conserving his tyres. So
you say plenty of time to lose. The gap was 8 seconds. Now it's 7.
Yeah, it is. So he's dropping back slightly, you know, tyre conserving, which is fine. So who knows? Maybe Harry will start doing it too.
Yeah, of course. The tyres are just as old. They didn't stop for tyres at all this race.
Yes, indeed. It just depends how long they used them for in qualifying.
They all start on fresh tyres after qualifying. They don't use the qualifying tyres.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough then.
Yeah, that's only really a Formula 1 thing, as far as I'm aware. But in the game at least, it just puts you on fresh tyres again.
Well, I think that's better then, isn't it? You know, fresher tyres.
Well, normally it is. I do like in the Formula 1 that the top 10 has slightly older tyres. So that might spice up things a bit more. Not that much, but I quite like it that way.
So far. Now to get there 6.9 seconds, 6.8. So yeah, so he's come down a little bit, although it's gone back up to the 7 mark again. I mean, the time we screen's constantly changing. You really don't see much for saying exactly what the gap is. You know, with the decimal points on there. You can see on the screen now, on board with Harry Buddha, he's stuck behind the Martin of Carston, so it's not much difference in the pace between these two. It's a bit like what I've seen in the European Le Mans series, Nicola Lapierre and Dragon Speed, you know, able to keep up actually with United Autosport, Ligier, like Albuquerque. Even though the Dragon Speed was 11 laps down due to having a bit down in the Autosport.
Yeah,
so yeah.
you can have really good pace, but if you have one mistake in the race and have to make it extra pit stop, even if you have really good pace, there's no way you can come back with the race then.
Absolutely, and I shall mention here on stream now, while it's a bit calmer, say this, you know, yesterday, yesterday afternoon, Longman GT had the Endurance Cup season opener here at Monza. Always Carsten from there. That's very good. Yeah, quite an eventful race, that GT3 race, especially in one of the classes where I didn't see the race because I had to go to work, but I heard earlier from the Dragon just before we came on, that one of the cars who was leading towards the end actually lost by about 11 thousandths of a second at the line, which I could flag, had to have a fuel pump issue and therefore lost a lot of time to the rival behind. Also, in that race, the winner of the main class to pro class was Dries Vantor, and I think Paul Stevens is the other driver as well, in the WRC Audi R8, so well done to them. But I think there's another driver now, I think it's the Endurance Cup, but yeah, it was Team WRT Audi R8 that won the main pro class, with Dries Vantor as their number one driver, so well done WRT.
Is that a Dutch driver, Vantor?
Vantor, yes, he is a Dutch driver, yes.
I don't really follow Blancpain that much, but it's quite good races often.
Yeah, I never really followed it much until last season, where a friend of mine called Jake Dennis, who races for the R Motorsport Aston Martin team, along with Nicotine, Mathieu Maximier, Alex Bundle, Maxime Martin, and Marvin Kirchhoffer, and some of those others. Jake Dennis, before Blancpain, was racing in the European Formula 3 Championship.
I have heard of Bundle.
For a few years, and also GP3 as well. And here at Monza, Jake Dennis did achieve a win, GP3 in the 2016 race 1, I think it was. There's a Ford Mustang just off the track on the head there, Joe Black. We were riding all the Aston Martins over in Zone 1. Yeah, anyone, if you are into Blancpain GT, it is worth a watch. They are all of their races are streamed live on YouTube during the season on the channel GT World. Absolutely free to watch, commentary in English and French on different videos. So if you prefer to listen to, it's there for you. The next round of that will be on the next round of the Endurance Cup anyway. Will be on the 19th and 20th of May at Silverstone. And I'm pleased to tell you that I will be attending that race as a spectator. I will be there to see that, so yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at AshDawson147 or on Instagram at ashd.f1, and I'll be sending links and videos soon as we can going up there. Although as I will be there, I won't be able to make the Gavra race that takes place the following Monday, if there is one. I should check that for
Right, that's unfortunate, but of course, attending a new race is of course what you really want, and I will have respect for that, and it's really nice to be in and around the racetrack, when there's a race going on.
Sweet, so great experience. If anyone's never been to a motor race watching this, I recommend you do. Just even if it's not a big, well-known, racing series such as Formula 1, World Endurance, anything like that, just go to a bit of racing. It's all fun to watch. Get some good pics and videos. It's always exciting to see the action. So I'd recommend it at least once in life, that's for sure.
But more to the point actually of the race itself, in terms of the point system, who is going to jump up the field in the standings, because it's a 1-2 for the team of Ricardo and Harry Buddha. So what will this do in the team standings and also in the driver standings?
Sure, actually, and I'll just quickly say now, the next race after this, the Algarve GP, then it's Nürburgring sprint circuit. It's on the 21st of May. We're at the Snetterton 300 circuit, and yeah, I will. I'm afraid I will not be here to compensate on that one, so I'll be on my way back home from Silverstone.
Alright, well, it doesn't really matter. We do that.
But I'm actually thinking about it. I might actually be home in time for this, for Gavra. I might actually be home in time, but I think I'll need to rest anyway from the track.
That would be great. We'll hear some good stories.
We're here anyway, in our GT4 Gavra race here. The gap at the top between Hokaka and everybody is down to 6.3 seconds. Still nothing really happening there. It's actually Hokaka on your screen there, just lapping Suki. Flashing lights, both flashing lights actually there.
Yeah, this
is that a piece to camera just at the end of the straight? I think it might well be. And there's Harry Butter as well, just here in front of me now. Harry Butter getting this, of course, got ahead of Carsten after Carsten went off, and then eventually let Harry Butter through.
We've now got 3 left to go.
But I will tell you, it's actually getting close between Carsten and Faster. Faster is catching Carsten right now.
Yes,
there it is, like one more Faster there. There's Carsten in front.
Very little time
between these two.
Don't forget, Carsten got a penalty.
Yeah, Carsten did have a penalty, so this will be another place yet gained for Faster All 4.
So yeah,
another thing I just saw.
This is crucial for his championship.
Another thing I thought I'd just let you all know, if you do like GT4 racing and you'd like to watch, you know, some proper GT4 racing from the real world, the GT4 European Cup is also live on the GT4 YouTube channel every round as well. They have qualifying, they have 2 races during the weekend as well. Very good racing series that. We've already had the first round take place at Zolder in Belgium. Next round, I'm not quite sure where that'll be, but yeah, GT4 European Cup also on there. Races that were streamed are also on the channel, so if you want to go and watch those after this, if you want to see a bit of proper GT4 racing, that's the one again.
Yeah, Faster is getting really close to Carsten. 2.0 seconds exactly. So if he gets one more second, he is basically in 6th position. And he really needs it after his bad crashes, bad mistakes. He was in 2nd position at one point, but unfortunately some mistakes cost him dearly, and that's Suki.
Oh, there's a KTM off. Yep, Suki indeed.
Yeah, she's just letting everyone pass in 2nd position.
Well,
she's running
well, it's not a very safe place to let them pass, do it? You could have just done it on the straight. And then she's gone into the pits.
But on the inside there.
Silly driving there, I will say. I wouldn't be surprised if any license points are being given to her because of that. Also, look at this. So we've got Faster catching up to Carsten, and then just the road ahead of Harry Butler's car, it's Joe Black. So I know there's not many laps left, but possibly something happened here. If Joe Black makes a mistake, he'll drop back 2 places.
Yeah, and so Joe is defending a 5th position. That's really good for the car racing. And Carsten is really looking away past Harry, but Harry is not working with him. Because also Harry is only 4.7 seconds behind his teammate Hokage.
Indeed, yeah. It's quite a bit. Yeah.
So right behind Carsten. He wants to get past him quickly so he can catch up to Joe if he has what it takes. 14 meters remaining for him, and he'll make that. Just making sure to run down on how many people have how much fuel in the moment after you see Faster and getting closer to Carsten.
Indeed, I mean, he doesn't really need to overtake him, but I'm sure he would much prefer to.
Yeah, and Joe has still got Salazar past there as well. No, that's Gavra. And Harry Buddha. Harry Buddha has given up. Harry Buddha has given up.
So.
He's gonna let Hokaka have to win.
Now he's got a chance to make a move here on the inside of Parabolica. Underneath the Aston Martin, and yeah, that's the move done. Very well done all there. Aston Martin is very quick on these straights. Surprised to see the Aston Martin get in front, and Gavra there just gets out of the way, lets his racing pair past. Fast to A14 now, he's got 1 lap to catch up and pass Joe Black.
Ooh, Carson hit him.
Oh, as he's hit from behind by Carsten, and he spun it as well. So that's going to be some more license points, I think, for Carsten. That is bad.
That is a bad position.
Terrible driving.
Carson has to let him pass him. Carson has to let him pass.
Let him through, yeah. Just let him through there. I think the points are going to get taken away now, but yeah, so it's going to be his 6th place for Faster right now. As on the last lap, we are now with Hokaka 7 points in front once again. It's been a very good race from Hokaka. You know, staying out of trouble, managing fuel and tyres. That's what endurance racing is all about.
Yeah, really good job for him. 0 stop. So it really paid off for him. He has capitalized on the mistakes of Nico, pit stop of Solita, and of course Faster. Making a lot of mistakes.
Well, Faster did make 2 mistakes though. We did see Faster make 2 mistakes. Well, one that we didn't see, but we saw the aftermath.
Yeah, evil catch both of those.
Still now coming round to the line. It's Hokaka, get him on your screen. Here he is. Just yeah, coming out to Parabolica now, just so we can see the winner crossing the line. It's been a great race. Time management, fuel consumption, as I mentioned, keeping it clean, out of trouble, 0 stop. Everything's gone right for Hokaka today. He's had very little trouble in, very little to trouble in this race. He crosses the line and wins at Monza here at round 9 of the GT4 Premier Series. Gavra Racing, and there you go. Harry Buddha crossing the line in 2nd place. So also Faster there, just crossed the line in the background. And Faster, is he still championship leader? Let me just think. He's not still championship leader actually. Faster is still championship leader by 5 points. Still 5 points between Faster and Salazar, I think. So yeah.
So it's getting really close to the championship.
Next time out in Algarve, if Faster can make anything up, as Nico Zava now the last lead lap car to cross the line. Very well done him. 4th place for the Team Durex Porsche. Final there, and also across the line in the background we've got Suki in the KTM Crossbow GT4, and then Augusta in the Ford Mustang.
Yeah, kudos to Tsuki not giving up. A really lonely race for him, but she did not give up. Hokaka wins. Harry Buddha is 2nd, Salazar 1st, Nico Zava 4th, Joe Black 5th, Faster A14 is 6th position, really unfortunate for him. Carsten is in 7th, Tsuki in 8th position, Gavra finishes in 9th position, and Aguilera in 10th. What do you think about that race, Ash?
I thought it was a very good race. You know, plenty of clean racing there. Yeah, apart from towards the end, of course, where Carsten hit the back of Faster, but immediately let him pass, which is good of him. So yeah, there was plenty of clean racing. It got very interesting at the start, but then as soon as we got to about midpoint during the race, it all jumbled up, didn't it? And of course, there was plenty of Italian drivers here for their fans. 5 of them to be precise, and the highest finished one of that was indeed on the podium, and that was Salazar. Although I think he'll be disappointed to not win the race and get ahead of Faster in the standings. But oh well, I think he'll just be glad anyway to finish ahead of Faster and also on the podium in front of his fans.
Yeah, it's still all up for grabs in this championship, so join us next week and also Thursday and Friday for GT3 and multi-class. But we will see you next week for GT4. I've been Vectro in Algarve, indeed. I've been Vector, Ash has been Ash, Evil has been Evil, but unfortunately he disconnected from the session, so he did really good commentary, and we will see you all next week.